One of the common characteristics one would notice speaking to scientists is their intellectual humility. Intellectual humility is presenting a very humble view of your ideas, even though you are very confident of their merit. Scientists usually express their thoughts in a way that first shows them to be not sure about what they say, and second diminishes their credit for being the authors of these thoughts. You will see award-winning professors saying things like, "I'm not the most expert person on the subject. I may be wrong, but I think this idea is so and so," thus appearing uncertain of what they say. Also, when they present their research findings, they won't say things like, "I found" or "I discovered." Instead, they will say, "The tests have shown this conclusion to be true," again distancing themselves from their work and diminishing their credit for reaching the conclusions they have reached. Now, if you dive into the souls of scientists, you will see that they believe the opposite of what they say. An award-winning professor knows they are one of the top experts in their field. They won't arguably be wrong if they instead said, "As the most expert person on the subject, I believe so and so," because they can be. For instance, I, a fresh PhD graduate, am the most expert person in the world in my thesis topic, simply because I was the only one researching it for a period of 4 years. And this holds true for most PhD graduates, let alone a research professor that has been researching a small area of science for decades. They may know that they are experts, but they don't say it because no scientist wants to appear arrogant, which is a characteristic that often goes hand in hand with being ignorant. A scientist also knows that being the one who developed the study and conducted the tests, they own the credit for their findings. We do surely know that tests don't conduct themselves and papers don't write themselves too. Still, whenever scientists present their papers, they distance themselves from the work and try to claim as little credit as they can, only for the reason not to appear arrogant. In contrast, how many times have you come across social media scientists that after 2 hours of Googling information, they express what they learned, what they believe, with absolute unwavering conviction? They won't say, "I may be wrong, but so and so. I've only started learning about this 2 hours ago." No, they'll say, "We are definitely correct. And if you disagree, then you are the ignorant, uneducated one. How dare you not to think about things from our point of view?" From observing those who know and those who don't, it can be argued that those who know have developed humility as a result of learning, and those who remain ignorant have remained arrogant. So, to prepare your mind for learning, you have to practice humility, and it starts with accepting ignorance, which we will talk about in the next class.